Sure, Game here. Welcome to another episode coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com. And you know what? I've traveled around the world, all over America. Been around the world twice. I've been in the military. I've been privileged to have a lot of experiences that most people probably won't have in a lifetime. But there's one thing that's been consistent throughout my journey. And if you're a black man, and if you're at the age of 30, you probably are going to be able to relate to what I'm about to say. You know, it always seems that it doesn't matter where I go, especially living in the United States of America. You know, there's this thing in society. It's kind of subtle. Sometimes it can get blatant and bold, especially if it has anything to do with cops. It seems like black males, we're not supposed to have shit. We're not supposed to have anything nice. I mean, whatever we have is supposed to be a raggedy, sloppy, fat, used up piece of shit. You know, if you get spotted with anything that's within mainstream America, or false, say if you have a nice car, or maybe you're surrounded by nice women, or maybe you're doing something that most people within the dominant society would frown upon, because most white folks know that they have a leg up in society, and they know that you don't. And this is why a lot of cops have the attitude that they have, because when cops see us with a nice luxury car, a high-end car, or with certain groups of women, they're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. How did you do it? Because they know that the deck is stacked against us in so many different ways, you know, in society, that it's almost ridiculous. So this is what that their attitude, that hate, comes from, because it's like they can't stand that somehow the fact that maybe we're doing something that we're not supposed to be doing. That's their perception. That's their perspective, right? Plus, and it really it's running wild within society, especially in the United States of America. And you know, there's this other thing too that I've noticed over the years. Even when I was in the Navy, you know, we hit a lot of ports, a lot of countries. But there were some people I used to work with. I'm talking like in the same workspace. And when we pulled in, you know, when we get off the ship, hey, you know, some of the people like, hey, see you later, you know what I'm saying? See you when you get back, be safe, whatever. But it was a couple occasions that I noticed that when the white guys saw me and a couple of my homies talk to the women, they had a problem with that. You know, especially if the women came to us first. Because you have to understand, there's a lot of white guys think that they're supposed to get the best women by default. So if the women comes around them or come to me first, the average white guy got a problem with that. You know, this is this is this is some real shit. But they're not gonna come out and say that. You know, they'll be cordial, and then sometimes it might slip out when they get angry. You know what I'm saying? That happens too. Doesn't happen very often, but when people get angry, they tend to say what's on their mind. When they get angry and drunk or start drinking, that's when it's gonna come out. So see, the first time that this happened when I was in the Navy, I really, I'm brand new. I don't know shit. I'm just learning. But after the third time, I said, hey, what's going on here? So it seems like they have this idea that even though we're in the Navy together, that I'm not supposed to have any woman. And because what happened is I used to come back to the ship and tell them my experiences. And I noticed that when they told me their experiences, everything was cool in the game, right? But when I told them my experiences, that conversation was cut short. It's like they got this complex where it's like, I'm doing too much. I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? This shit is unbelievable. Oh, yeah. Who the hell are you supposed to be? It's that type of mentality that's running wild, running rapid in American society. And then you got some guys or that come over here from other countries. They're allowed to do whatever. Women let them do whatever they want, regardless. This is something else that I discovered along the way. Now, we know white guys do what the hell they want. Shit. Come on, that's no discussion. You know what I'm saying? But you got other guys from other nationalities, other countries that come over here. Women let them they're allowed to do what they want, for the most part. There's always an exception to the rule, but for the majority, they're allowed to do what they want, right? Which I don't got a problem with that. The problem I have is when it's my turn, now the rules change. So that, my friend, is what we call the double standard within society. The rules change when it's my turn. They got all these rules and you can't do this and you can't do that. And it's like when black women talk to other guys, other races and nationalities, or whenever I see a black woman with a white guy, I don't say shit. I don't hate on her. I don't say anything because I really don't know what to think. I have my own ideas, of course, but I don't know these people personally, so I really don't say shit. But when it's my turn, not everybody got something to say. They see me with a woman that's from Mexico or from Japan or from Colombia or from, you name it. It doesn't matter. She's not black, so they got a problem with it. But you can't have it both ways. This is the double standards is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I've learned over the years. You can't please everybody. And a lot of guys, really don't care. They kind of vocal about it. I'm not that vocal about it. Because I say, hey, you just do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of guys think they can do better with other women, which I don't think it's necessarily the woman, totally the woman. It starts with you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the problems that I used to have, if I was the type of person that I was today, back then, I'm going to say 50% of those problems I wouldn't have had, regardless of the woman I was dealing with. Because you have to remember, women will only do what you allow them to do. Just like I say, certain guys are allowed to do what they want because the woman let them do it. The woman co-signed it. The woman didn't have a problem with it. But when it's my turn, they change the rules for whatever reason. A lot of different reasons, but the whole point of me talking about this is you have to do and think what's in the best interest for yourself, because no one is going to care about you as much as you. So self-preservation should be your goal. You got to look out for yourself first. Then if you want to come back and look out for other people, it's cool in the game. But self-preservation, you know what I'm saying? You got to build your own little club, own little group of people, 2 to 5 people, tops. You don't got to have a football team, 10, 11, 15 damn people. That's too many. 2 to 5 people that's in your circle that you can build with, that y'all can break bread with and make a living with. That's it. You know, teamwork make the dream work. Self-preservation. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, this is just some stuff you have to really be aware of, because it's running rapid in society. And you got a lot of women out here that don't like any guy to check them. They just feel like they can do what they want. They don't have to be responsible for anything. But when you check them, you know, they got a problem. It's not necessarily that they, a lot of women just don't want you to say shit. They want you to kiss their ass. But when it's your turn, when you make a mistake, when you do something that they don't like, then they're all up on you. It's a big deal then. It's like a fucking tornado, you know, that just stepped in the room. Because they don't want to be accountable for anything. They just want to do what they want to do. But when it's your turn, all the rules change. You got to hear about this shit for the next 6, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years. But when it's her turn, it's, you know, I didn't, it wasn't that bad. What's done is done. You know what I'm saying? So some of these women, some of these people, if you have people around you that's like this, you're going to have to let them go. Self-preservation. Some people you just can't work with. You can't. You can't change people. Either, you know what they say, it can't be on you, it has to be in you. So that's just how that shit is, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not saying that what type of female you should be talking to, or you know, but regardless of what you do, you gotta make decisions that's best for you. And that's how that shit is. So if you like what you heard, check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Subscribe to my channel. Until next time, Sharp Kings out. Peace.